going to go ahead and assume that you've all played or at least know of Kung Fu, one of the original black box series of games for the NES. Well, did you know that it was called Spartan X in Japan? No, it didn't have anything to do with Spartans from Greece or the Halo kind, but more like a game version of Bruce Lee's Tower of Death with a Jackie Chan lookalike on the cover. Well, in the homeland of Japan, IREM released a sequel, Spartan X2. You play as Johnny, an employee of the Foundation, who tries to take down a drug ring that in turn employs such heinous henchmen as Flamey Joe, the punk rocker, a magician that attacks you with hula hoops and beach balls, and Billy Bailey the Sailor Man, among others. Compared to Kung Fu, I find this game to be a lot more varied. There's many more different enemy types, the standard ones that run at you, the ones with knives, ones that throw boxes at you, roll in on carts, swing in on a rope, or even shoot guns. Unfortunately though, no more midgets to punch. You yourself have the attacks of before, punch and kick, but also a new uppercut move that's done by ducking for a little while, then punching. Of course, this punch kills enemies with one hit just like any other attack, but the enemies hit with this actually take out other enemies as they fly backwards. There are two more special moves like that, but they're kind of tricky to pull off. Here is how, anyhow. The graphics are quite good and varied, and I like the first stage on the train. John himself looks pretty rad with his red attire that stands out from the background and the oddly colored enemies. The music gets the action pumping too, nothing stands out really, but it complements the action nicely. The stages are a bit more involved than in the first game, with conveyor belts added for instance, although in general you still mostly just move to the right while kicking ass. There's also a time limit to stages, but the timer counts down at about twice the speed for some reason, so you better hurry up. But the game in general is pretty fast paced, so it works. The game also has a difficulty selection, which I appreciate. To me, Spartan X2 is definitely a worthy sequel to Kung Fu, and it's a shame it was never released overseas. It's fast-paced and action-packed with good graphics and controls. It's pretty rare nowadays, but if you can find it, give it a go.